Excellency, sir, I now present RO 01673, Major General Silver Moses Kayemba, for receipt of certificate of service, certificate of recognition, and souvenirs. Next, sir, I now present RO 06147, Brigadier General Fred Machwa Kalala, for receipt of certificate of service, certificate of recognition, and souvenirs. I now present RO 07658, Brigadier General Charles Kisembo, for the receipt of certificate of service, certificate of recognition, and souvenir. Your Excellency, sir, I now present RO 07702, Brigadier General Christopher Pulikasaija, I now present RO 08188, Brigadier General Godard Businje, for receipt of certificate of service, certificate of recognition, and souvenir.
Your Excellency, I stand before you here on behalf of my dear colleagues that are retiring today. And as you saw, we are 5 in number. Your Excellency, on behalf of these colleagues, first and foremost, I would like to thank God who has enabled us to reach this day. I thank Him for the love and good health. Your Excellency, you've heard, we've been in the army for 38, 39, 42, and me 45 years. To stand here to say that we are living in good health, may God continue to bless us, because this is wonderful to me. Secondly, Your Excellency, I would like, on behalf of my colleagues, to thank you for the leadership and guidance that you have provided to us as we reach this day. Your Excellency, you've given guidance and leadership to the people of Uganda, UPDF in particular, but I would like to let you know from my other side that I've been in the New York, the world is lying behind you and Africa has been put before you. Your Excellency, the world is in somehow turmoil, but from where I sit, your ability to bring together Africans in such a time when people in South Sudan were in trouble, you went. People in Sudan are in trouble, you went. In Somalia, you went. In DRC, you went. Your Excellency, I recall vividly when in 1979, after the fall of Idi Amin, as a Minister of Defense, you went around the country to mobilize educated youth to join the army and form a force that would become a pro-people's army, professional in nature and disciplined in character. I was caught up by your vision and quickly joined the army in May 1979. And I became one of the 350 officer cadets that went to the famous Munduri in 1979. Your Excellency, as I retire today, allow me to inform you that out of that intake, where we are 350, it has been only me and General Katumba still serving in active service. And today, I leave General Amara as the sole representative, and I wish him the best. Sir, I would like to say this to our family members. The nature of our work took us away from you, and you accepted. Now, the same nature has brought us back to you. We kindly asked you to be accommodative as we adjust back into this life. It may not be easy, but please bear with us and understand us. With all those words, sir, Your Excellency, long live Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Commander-in-Chief. Long live Uganda and long live our mighty UPDF. Thank you for listening to me. Thanks. May God bless you all.
Your Excellency, I would like to thank the administration of the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs, and also thank ourselves, the family members of the UPDF. Today we converge here to witness another very important ceremony of seeing some of our brothers going home. I would like to thank the generals who are leaving the active service. You did your best. You gave your best to your country, especially when we had storms of turbulence, 35 years, 40, 45, it's not a simple thing. It has been a journey with all situations, rough, smooth, average, but finally, we can say, here we are. You have not achieved this alone. But before I talk, those who supported you, yes, it is true you are retiring today. But in not total retirement. For us soldiers, we work like raiders. A raider operates under active mode. Then you find another one operating under passive mode. Now, from active to passive, I would like to thank the spouses and the children for supporting the generals retiring today. Some of your colleagues ran away when things were not well. But for you, you persevered, you tolerated, and we are here to share the success together.
It's a privilege indeed today to be here at this very colorful ceremony organized to honorably see off 5 of our general officers and colleagues who are retiring after a distinguished soldiering career, and I wish to say thank you for a job well done. Your Excellency, I have been able in the last few years, 3 now maybe, politicians, it's very difficult to count years, I've realized, and I want to thank you in front of these retiring generals and other members of public who are here for the opportunity to give us to work with the military. We are at school, me myself with the sister Huda. We are at school. We are learning every day. And this is the military, like from the citations, is the only place that you join as you are and you come out different. People come with high school certificates and others come out with the PhDs. I worked in civil service. It is a hurdle to get a second degree or certificates. So the visionary and strategic leadership that you've given to this country, and more so to the Uganda Peoples Defence Forces, is commendable, sir. And we want to thank you very much. And I also want to thank the PS, because I think she was a good student, and her team. They have facilitated these officers, as we've had others from high school, and they are leaving, retiring with better qualifications, including a professor, the first professor I've seen in the army. And professor of law, not of any other thing. The UPDF right now is one of the best respected, organized, professional army, not only in Africa, but in the world, one of the best. So we thank you for helping us, to deploying us to be part of the best of the best.
You had, how many of them have served for more than 40 years? Others more than 30 years. I congratulate you so much. Secondly, I thank God for blessing the UPDF. The General Kayemba was talking about the attitudes of people in New York, where he's based. Those people are appreciating UPDF because it acquired what other groups did not. The issue of correct diagnosis of society. That was this has been the real issue in most of the world affairs. So therefore, when it comes to army building, we have no problem. We could not associate ourselves with the bankrupt line of sectarianism in the army. An army of Achoris, an army of Nubians and so on. No, we need an army of Uganda. The first officer cadet of Uganda from Sandhurst, from anywhere, but he was from Sandhurst, was called Gash Karugaba. He's the one who hosted our flag in London. He was the only officer cadet of Uganda. Within 2 years, he was retired from the army when he came back. What was the problem? He was not an Acholi, he was not a Langi, he was in Chiga, and also a Catholic. So that was the double offense. So therefore, I want to thank God for blessing that, because it was not easy, because people are still pushing the line of sectarianism, saying that blood is thicker than water. And then you'll get Majankore saying, that the hyena from your local area will eat you better than the hyenas from other places. So you will get that confusion, which was still in the population, but our line gained the upper hand. And that's how we were able to build the army, but also build the economy. So therefore, I congratulate you for joining this effort and maintaining those principles and serving all these years, and now you are retiring. But as you retire, listen carefully to what General Kiding told you. I struggled very hard to make sure that as you retire, you get a good package. That's why I kept the casualty unit at Mubende. There are something like 5,000 people there. I said I cannot allow a Ugandan who is injured and crippled in the army to go to the village when we are still getting these low salaries and be a pauper there, be a masking there. Let them stay in the army. They are there like 5,000. The reason why I could not allow them to go back to the village until we solve the issue of retirement package. Now, when it came to the senior officers from major up, it was the same idea. We cannot allow these people to go back to the village until we solve that problem. And that's how I persuaded the government. I said, I have been mobilizing our people to work for nothing for nothing or very little. For the last, since 1971, this is now like 54 years. We've been working either for no pay or low pay. But now that people are retiring, we must make sure that they retire with something reasonable. And that's why the government agreed to at last improve the salaries of the soldiers and officers and also the retirement package. So that retirement package is very good for you. No, don't gamble. That's what Okidingo was telling you. These quacks, I want to put money here, it will produce money quickly, what? Go for things which are durable.